Chapter 2. Oh, yes. 8 years old, now we're at 10 years old. The best birthday, I mean, people ask me, what's your favorite birthday memory? And I say, Samuel's 10th. That was my best birthday ever. We talk about this today. It may have been the best night of my life, and Ellie is very frustrated at me. I tell the story all the time, but we did get engaged, and that was the best night of my life, getting engaged. But this was the second, by far. And I think back on it, we talk about it all the time, I think back on it, all we really did was sit around a campfire and worship Andy. That's really all it was. But then I realized, when I was thinking back on those days, well, I'll get into Andy later, but me and Samuel experienced our first man crush together at 10 years old. Like, we didn't really have words for it then, we just had emotions, but now coming back I realized that was our first man. Andy was incredible. He could do a trout line, he could fish, and I don't know, he wasn't annoying, he was just older, I don't know. He was incredible, and that lasted into my late teens, I know. And I don't know about Samuel, but this 10th birthday I met, this is why it was so life-altering for me, his 10th birthday. I met the Brickleys, which included Tyler, which was my second man crush. Tyler was the one who told me the Golden Arm story, which I don't know how many of you are familiar with this horror story at this campfire, but we were being told this Golden Arm story, and I'm a 10-year-old city boy sitting in a lawn chair freaking out, and he tells me this Golden Arm story, and I sit in my chair and I just jump and I scream like a girl, and I was so embarrassed, and I jumped and I went and hid under the chair and I peed my pants a little bit, which is disappointing in itself. But then I was even more frustrated because I was in the country and I could have just peed outside if I just would have thought about it. I just missed that opportunity completely. We're debating still between the 11th and 12th birthday. I'm not sure which one this was, but we watched Castaway together, and we watched Tom Hanks where he threw the spear at the fish and missed, and we rewound it 15 to 20 times and laughed hysterically, which was funny then and not at all funny now. But what I really remember about that night is you tried to set me up with Missy Brickley, which I've never formally thanked you for, actually. I never did. But you were the first, and that's 5 years I'll never get back. Thank you. Nothing goes better with prepubescent insecurity than a dose of rejection. And then, chapter 3, Samuel moves back to El Dorado. We go to Victory Christian together. He calls me on the phone. I think I again screamed like a girl when you said you were coming to Victory Christian. I was so excited. We went to 7th and 8th grade together. I went to Trinity. He fell in love with Megan Graber. Megan Graber fell in love with Stephen. I don't quite remember the details. It might have been vice. All I remember is I came back and half of El Dorado was in love with Megan Graber. I was still popping rejection pills, so I never hopped on that train. But I never. She was a great girl, though. Where are we at here now? Yep.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Yes. We're at. We skipped ahead to. We're gonna just skip ahead to when we started dating. We did everything together. It's unbelievable. We did everything together, and I can't tell who's copying who. I started dating the girl that I'm going to marry August 1st of a certain year, 3 years or so ago, but it was August 1st. And October something, they started dating. But then they really weren't dating. It was actually a lie. They said to me, we're dating. Let's go on a double date with you and Ellie. And I said, okay, that sounds great. I'm so excited for you guys. And then at the end of it, they said, haha, you're punked. We're not really dating. And I was so confused. And later, years later, Ellie said, because Samuel had told me and convinced me that they were just friends. And I believed him. I believed him. And Ellie said, no one is just friends with someone that beautiful. And then Samuel started dating her, and she's either a prophet or I'm just oblivious to what's going on. I don't know. They start dating, both. They start dating, me and Ellie start dating. We get to date our first girlfriends together. We're going to marry our first and only wives together. I'm going to be a little bit behind you. But it's been, how does this happen? Where you are born with someone and you grow up completely together. Sort of, I mean, not the same womb exactly, but we grew up completely together. We experienced life like one after another. We did everything together, and we're getting to get married together. To do all that with me, to go through life with me, takes a very graceful person. Because when you get to know someone that well, and for that long, it gets so messy, and that's why it's so rare. And that's why I treasure it. Because we got a good thing going, man.